When I was a student at the University of Oregon, I had a practicum in which I was an assistant to a Head Start kindergarten teacher in Notai, Oregon. One Friday, she was gone and I was in charge of the class. The kids had a playtime indoor at the end of the day, and we ran out of time for the kids to clean up. So they left a mess. And showing a major character flaw in me, I was not motivated or energized to clean up after them either. And so maybe thinking the situation would go away, I just left that classroom a mess. Well, needless to say, I was exposed, or what I failed to do was exposed when that teacher came in on Monday morning and saw the mess in the classroom, and it was thoroughly embarrassing. Well, there is a day when our works, our activities, our deeds will be exposed for what they are. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper, published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So listen to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 13 to 15. His works will be shown for what they are, because the day will bring it to light. It will be revealed with fire, and the fire will test the quality of each man's work. If what he has built survives, he will receive his reward. If it is burned up, he will suffer loss. He himself will be saved, but only as one escaping through the flames. So the potential bad news is that we can go through our lives as Christians doing works, and in the end, they will be burned up. My wife and I, years ago, had a digital alarm clock in our bedroom, and we were noticing that there were a lot of ants around it. And eventually we took that alarm clock apart, and what was exposed was a whole colony of ants, hundreds of ants inside our alarm clock. It was the taking the alarm clock apart that showed us what was there. And so there is a day when our works will be taken apart, if you will, and exposed for what they are. And if my motivation is things like wanting people to like me or to impress people, or not wanting to say no, so I've taken on an activity, or doing something out of obligation but my heart is not in it, those kind of things will be exposed and not rewarded. On the other hand, if out of love for who Jesus Christ is and gratitude for all that he's done for me, I do works that are Christ-centered, that'll be exposed as well and rewarded in that day. So what Jesus is looking for doesn't change. We know the kinds of things he will be evaluating us by. Christ-centered works. Based in Scripture, God-initiated, empowered by the Spirit, and done for the glory of God. Those works will be exposed and rewarded one day. Now, back to teaching kindergarten. Years after that experience that I had in Notai, I became a certified teacher and taught kindergarten. And at cleanup time, when we had an indoor free time, a playtime where the kids messed things up, I did this. I played Mr. Inspector. I put on a robe and a hat, and I had a magnifying glass and a different voice, and I went around inspecting their cleanup job, and it worked like a charm. The kids did a beautiful job meeting my standards of cleaning up. Well, let's look forward to that day. Know that day is coming when our works will be inspected, and the Lord knows our hearts. May you and I, out of love for who Jesus is, and out of gratitude for what he's done, and out of a knowledge that our works will one day be inspected, may we do Christ-centered works in our life.